I have never been as happy as I am right now. It is March 14th, 2016. And let's see, I am unemployed, living at home with my grandmother, engaged, and today was my first day of bartending school. And I could not be happier. Like, okay, I think this was a phone interview. Okay. Hello?
Hi, Demira.
Yes, this is Jamariah. Sorry. Um, like the things that you pray for, the things that you ask God for, it's so important to be prepared. There's so many times I can't tell you that I've prayed for things, ask, give me. And God says, okay, let me see what you got. And I drop the ball, fumble. You ask for the touchdown, but you're not really ready to receive the pass. And just sitting there with my fiance, talking about these kind of things, like, okay, we're starting a juice fast on the 21st. Like, we gotta physically get prepared for the blessings that we're about to have because God's about to have us both very, very busy, um, doing the things that He's called us to do. We gotta have the energy to do it. We gotta be in shape to run around and do these things. We gotta look the part. We gotta think the part. We have to get our credit in order, which is what we've been doing. Getting our finances in order and things like that. And I just have been at such peace with myself. Like, if you notice in my last YouTube videos or Instagram pictures or Snapchats, I am so greasy today. I haven't really. I've stepped into more of accepting myself. Like, there are a lot of days now that I go without wearing makeup. There are a lot of days I go out the house without my wig on and just like throw a cap on or whatever. I'm so comfortable in the woman that I'm becoming. It's like annoying. Like, when I quit my job on March the 4th. Yeah, okay, so it was 10 days ago. When I quit my job on March the 4th, it was like being high. And I'm not somebody that gets high, but it was like that. Like, it was euphoric. Like, I walked out of there. I put my resignation on the desk. I walked out, before everybody got there. And when I was in my car on the way home, I was just smiling like an idiot. Like, I was just so freaking happy. And ever since then, I've been floating. Like, I've had some stuff happen to where I could panic and be like, oh my God, what did I do? Why did I quit? I got these bills. I got this. I got that. But I'm not worried about it because I know that I'm walking in my purpose now. Like, I'm now doing the things that I should have been doing. Like, I have this event coming up called Black Votes Matter. And it's just really, really, real positive. And it's really what we need right now as, melanated people. And especially in Atlanta, I, I didn't even know that you could register to vote 5 days before the election. So this time, you got everybody talking about they don't know who they're going to vote for, but not Trump and, all this other stuff. And it's like, yeah, it's cute to say on social media. It's cute to make a hashtag that says fuck Donald Trump or whatever. But at the end of the day, what are you really doing about it? Are you going to go vote? Because if you don't know who you're going to vote for, but not Trump, do you have a plan? Like, I've never really followed politics. I'm ashamed to say that I have never voted. And I know that there are people out there that are like me that are sitting around. They're like, our country's about to go to shit. What am I going to do? The answer is simple: vote. You have a voice, use it. So, my event is going to be partnered up with my friend. He's in the music industry and like all types of little things he does around the community. Part of a group called Black Congress, coincidentally. And he has a show coming up on the 20th, and I hit him up on social media like, I'm definitely gonna come support. I'm so proud of you. Yada yada yada. He's like, yeah, how you been? I met this kid when I was working at the airport like 5 years ago, and we never like really kept in touch often. It was just kind of like, if I see you out, hey, what's up, kind of thing. And I was telling him about Black Votes Matter, and I was telling him like that my other good friend David Shands, who just wrote a book and did all this other great things, who I kind of look up to and want to mentor me. Hi, David. I'm telling him that David suggested I get a partner for the event because of my first big event. I don't know what I'm doing. I just know that I have this drive and this passion and this fire, and I just got to put it all together. And he goes, this would be a good look for Black Congress. He knows people. I know people. Put it together. Big event, right? And it's just so funny because I really feel like it's Justin, my fiance, who is like, I don't want to say my good luck charm because I've now grown not to believe in luck. I just believe in faith. But ever since that conversation that we had back in February, things have just been happening that I can't explain. Like, I just can't explain it. Everything that I've put my mind to since then, I have either accomplished, or there have been little signs where God is throwing things at me. Like that phone interview, for instance, on my goal list and on my vision board, real estate agent is one of my titles that I want to have. Okay, business owner, blogger, whatever. Real estate agent is in that mix. I just shot my resume out on Indeed, not thinking anything of it, not expecting a call back. What the hell do I know about being a realtor? But the position was just for like a simple appointment setter. But in my mind, I'm like, it's a foot in the door. I want to be a real estate agent. Right now, I'm doing bartending school and everything else, and I don't know if I'm going to have time to do my classes and stuff this year, but if I get on, maybe I can just be an agent somehow, or I can at least get my foot in the door, get some knowledge to where I'll figure out, where I'll figure out a back door, because that's how my life has been happening. There's been back doors and side doors and fire escapes. I have not gone traditional with anything. And it's so funny that they call me, love me, phone interview goes great, and the appointment setter position for the first 2 weeks, because the office is being renovated, is work from home, which works out for me because coincidentally, my grandmother had to go to Florida 2 weeks ago and won't be back for another 2 weeks because my aunt got sick. She's okay, but at the same time, the day my grandmother left for Florida is the day I quit my job, and now I don't have to worry about a sitter or anything like that because I'm home with my daughter. I have all this time with her. I have not had weekends or anything or any real time with her in the last year since I've been selling cars. And everything has been happening since that conversation with Justin. And when I tell you guys, it's so, so important to find yourself. If you're working a job and it feels like a job and all it does is pay your bills, but it doesn't fulfill you, it doesn't give you a sense of purpose, it doesn't make you feel like you're doing something, leave. Quit. I have never 100% put my faith in God, like altogether. I've always had backup plans. I've always had a stash of money or a job lined up. They might start a couple weeks after, and then I tell them, kiss my ass or whatever, and I'm out of there. But I've never just been like, okay, God, I'm going to see where you take me, and I'm going to just let you work it all out. And since then, he has. He really has. So, I'm not going to, talk you guys' ear off. I really got to edit this because that phone interview took up a lot of time. But the main thing I just want you guys to take from this is that if you're not walking in your purpose, you're not going to be successful. Things are not going to line up and just happen for you. I really cannot snap with my left hand. Things are not just going to line up and happen for you because of luck or because you want them to or because you work really, 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 really hard at it. Because I've worked really, really hard for the last year and I have not been successful as I can be. And I have not been this peaceful. I've never been this comfortable with me. Just me. Me. I wake up every morning and I just feel grateful. And it's important to find that and to feel that every day. So if you're waking up and you're dreading the day before it even starts, it's time for you to really sit down, sit with someone you love. Luckily for me, that was my fiance, or a close friend or family member, or just sit in front of the mirror and really have a conversation like, who am I? Where am I going? And how am I going to get there? And then you have to really commit to saying, I'm going to trust God to get me there. Get me there, get me through it, get me to the other side, and then take me somewhere new.